Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4. And today we are going to be going into Heaven, or the Heaven Dungeon, whatever you wish to call it. This dungeon probably has one of my favorite musical tracks as far as dungeon music goes in the entire game. It is a bit different than what you're probably expecting, though. Let's just say that it certainly fits with the sad, well, yeah, it's a very melancholy, I don't really know what to call it, but the point here is, it's somewhat inspirational, but at the same time kind of drags you down, because you know you're in there searching for a 5-year-old. This place is actually, I don't remember being that awful, but I guess we'll see here in a minute.
There are two enemies. Careful now. That one's totally weak. Better not lose.
Well, that thing really doesn't have anything but fire, so I know what I'm going to be using on my main character, unless that other thing is something horrible.
Wow, Nanako, hang in there, Nanako.
I honestly did not expect that to crit.
Totally weak.
I'm guessing that's weak to ice, but I'll try this.
Just two left. Come on, this fight's not over. Persona! It's tough.
Yeah, usually those bug things are weak to ice. Apparently not this time. Maybe they're weak to fire. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Anyway, I just want to get that one thing down before it kills somebody.
Persona!
It got back up. Defeat it fast. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and try and...
Persona! I can't defeat it. Two left. Come on, this fight's not over.
Boy, all my instincts are being proven wrong here.
Let's go! Enemy defeated. Don't stop now, Nanako-kun.
That was easy.
And what I meant earlier about I don't remember this place being that bad is usually in every single dungeon I have at least one memory of me dying somewhere in it. I don't recall ever dying in this dungeon, but that may be because I either get lucky every time or I just guess the right weakness. I don't really know. But I do know I'm not going to just leave a defenseless treasure chest there to be neglected. Well, I guess this is a good opportunity for me to try and figure out its weakness. It's obviously, I doubt it's fire, but I'm gonna try. No, I better, well, I need something that's fire null at least, which is not that. The only, I guess I better stay with Cerberus just from a sheer, I don't want to die standpoint. Okay, well, I guess I'll just kind of try and whittle them all down. I mean, they can't...
Don't give up now, okay?
I mean, they really can't even hurt Barak, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, he can't possibly die here, so I can't lose.
Enemy defeated. Don't stop now, Nanako-kun.
Well, that's a good thing. I know that it can actually work. Unfortunately, it's not weak to it, so I don't really want to rely on it because it's very bad odds. Alright, well, I guess I should just kind of...
Take this!
Someone finish it off.
Just two left. Come on.
One
this
at a
fight's
time
not
is
over.
better than all at a time.
Persona!
You try and split up DPS and you end up not killing one fast enough, so I think I've learned my lesson with that one. One at a time is much better.
Let's go.
Enemy defeated. Don't stop now, Nanako-kun.
Alright, that surprised me there too.
Take this! Enemy down. You did it!
All right, guys, pile on. Ready? Gotcha.
I don't know if I'll ever find the weakness to those things, or if they even have one. Sometimes they don't.
Oh, congratulations!
It's a bit more annoying whenever you run across an enemy that doesn't have a weakness, but you know, it's just one of those things you gotta deal with and just throw out as much pure damage as you can, whether that be in the form of physical or if you want to waste SP. I prefer physical if they don't have a
My
weakness.
skills have been honed.
Unless they have some kind of counter maneuver, in which case that's pretty suicidal, so I recommend don't do that then. Just waste the SP at that point.
Alright, level up!
But at least now I know I could possibly kill them with insta-death. See, that's another personal reason I like having Naoto around. I don't really like lugging around Persona with, ooh, it's Nuzzle. I really don't like lugging around Persona with instant death maneuvers, because that just seems kind of like a waste of a slot. Though I know what you're saying, if that was a waste of a slot, then you're kind of wasting a slot with Naoto in the group. You're wasting a group slot, not a Persona slot. I know, I just like Naoto. Don't question my motives. I don't even know why I do it. I just like Naoto's character. That's enough for me.
I leveled up!
Okay, I would seriously like seeing, you know, a different enemy than those red mages over and over and over again. I mean, using physical attacks is fun and all, but I'd kind of like a little bit of, you know, variation, some kind of different enemy may happen. Not only was that not a different enemy group, I got ambushed and darn near died. So that, yeah, I think Barak got to around, oh, I don't know, like 80 health that time, because I think I had a different persona equipped, and all three were those, like, attacked me, and I dodged one of them. Otherwise, I would have died. I would have died to a Mirage Unite spam. Oh, what crap, I forgot those things in the background don't move when you talk. I thought, well, this thing's not turning around. May as well talk to somebody. Yeah, they don't move. Time just stands still, just like all video games in this era. Yeah, you talk to your friends, all of a sudden everybody gets time-dilating powers.
Hey, the enemy's weak to fire! That's hot!
I'm guessing that's referring to those hourglass enemies. That's why I love Risei's abilities.
Cerberus!
You're on a roll, Senpai!
Finish it
Two
off!
defeated!
That's a really good reason to level up her social link fast, because she comes in really, really handy.
Someone finish this one
enemy to
off!
go. Keep it up!
Now! Suzuka Gongen!
I mean, without Risei's "it's weak to fire," then we would have been in an even worse situation. And no, I'm not doing that because I already have Rongda. Now, what did I do all that for? I've saved up chest keys. How many do I have? I have 17. I don't think I've ever had 17 ever before. And I got, well, that might be good. I don't know what it is. I think that has something to do with fear, but I'm not really sure. Oh, right, yeah. That could come in very handy. I can think of one fight in particular later in the game. Not really ideal, though. You know, ideally I would have got some kind of greatly raises evasion to a weakness or something like that. And I'm not going up that right now because I see a treasure chest way over there to the east. Well, really more northeast, but I'm not playing a Dungeons and Dragons style, you know, game here. I just pick one direction and run with it. And the reason that usually whenever I play, you know, when I'm not on camera, I just kind of make a mad dash through the levels and just say screw it. But with people actually, you know, people like me out there that would just get crazy if someone skipped treasure chests, I know I'm not going to put you through that. Unfortunately, the corollary to that is, unfortunately, the enemies never actually turn around when you want them to. At least never when I'm on camera. They always take their sweet time just staring at me, and then awkwardly face a wall so it makes hard ambushing them. Now, we may have seen this group previously, these different enemy types previously, but we've never actually seen this group. This group is
Totally weak.
very annoying. They buff, they debuff, and it's just an overall pain in the butt. Fortunately, they're still not that difficult.
Enemy defeated. Don't stop now, Master King.
Yeah, like I said, they're not really that dangerous, they're just more annoying than anything.
Someone help Senpai.
Persona!
2 enemies down.
The enemies have fallen. Let's finish them off. Understood. I hope you're prepared.
I mean, it's still worth seeing, though, because if you ever do run into that group, you're gonna want to know what you're gonna run into. And again, no. Most oftentimes, the most dangerous groups in Persona 4 and Persona 3, or any really Shin Megami game for that matter, is usually an enemy team with one heavy damage dealer and one crowd control or healer, or both. And that's pretty much useless. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, 2 very big heavy damage dealers can be very, very bad if someone gets knocked on their butt. But most of the time, if they're that big a damage dealer, normally they don't rely on exploiting weaknesses unless you forget to guard with somebody, in which case that's kind of on you. I tend to have most trouble with those groups like I just said, though. Oh, this might be a thing worth... no, I don't really need Mott, or what was that other thing? I think that was like... I forget what the other angel was, but I don't need him since I have Naoto, and I'm going to keep using Naoto until someone says different. But now's the time to go up the stairs because we pretty much explored the entire first level, so yay, first level done. I think I'd try to get to like level 3 or 4 to get a checkpoint though. Look, all I want some different enemy variation, please. No more red mages.
Looks like that. It's a no-brainer. I'm sure.
Well, there's a red mage, but alright, I'll take that. Thank you, game.
Persona! 2 remaining.
Well, that's always good to know, I guess. Not really what I wanted to know, though.
Take this!
Just 2 left. Come on, this fight's not over.
I am really a bad guesser today of weaknesses. And yes, I did that so I don't get one shot by Hama-on. That's really the only reason I did that. Better to be hit by Miragidyne than it is to be hit with an instant death that can send me to the game over screen after all this work. At least in my book.
Persona! There! Enemy defeated.
Don't
Good
push
job,
yourself.
Senpai.
Well, I guess that answered that question. I guess I should have kept Cerberus out, shouldn't I? Yep, I totally should have. Well, I guess not, considering Cerberus is not immune to light, so I guess I made the right decision, and from a purely technical standpoint, it just doesn't really feel like it. Because I could have, you know what, I'm going to stop second guessing myself here and just go with it.
Enemy down. Nice.
Our moment has arrived. Let's go. Okay, understood. Here goes.
Second guessing yourself in Shin Megami games or any really
My
JRPG
skills have been honed.
is a tricky game because you always do it. You never want to though. Because you'll go, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. If I had only done this, I would have lived, and then you want to beat yourself up about it. I mean, it's just never really a pretty thing. Because at the end of the line of questioning, you realize, yep, I'm the one that screwed up. Even if the enemy did something horrendous, I'm still the one that put myself in that situation to begin with. It's the sad, unfortunate fact. I don't really see anything there that I really want, but I can't really argue against only one, negative. So yeah, sure, I'll take a chance. I really just looked at the X and made sure not to get the X, and just whatever may come, may come. So I apparently got something I really don't need, but maybe I can use Throne to fuse later on, and no, I don't want to do that.
I gotta keep up my training.
Throne might come in handy.
I leveled up.
I usually use Throne to... Oh, excuse me. I usually use Throne to fuse later.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Well, truthfully, I usually use Throne myself. That was back in Persona 3, though. I always used Throne every playthrough, but that was before they made a... Oh, wait, no, they did make a character for Light and Dark. I just never used that character because I never liked them. Yep, that's what that was. Never did like that character. And people that play Persona 3 probably are up in arms about that because, from what I understand, they were a very well-liked character. Just never personally liked them.
There's 3 enemies. They're totally... That one's totally weak. Better not lose.
Well, with that much information, how bad could this go? I have no idea what I should be... I guess I'll just try the unlikeliest of lightning. I mean, I had a free turn. I mean, there's no real negative to it. I'd better not do that for a... If I don't even know if they're resistant to physical. Or worse, counter.
Enemy defeated. That's the spirit.
These things don't have a lot of HP. I mean, that's great, but if they don't have that much HP, I have a feeling there's something awful about them. Again, just why not at that point? And again, why at this point? No, I'm not doing that. So yes, if you see 3 coffins in this place, I would not mess around with them because they probably mean serious business, and I can't believe I got another chest key. This is the luckiest run I've ever been on. This is the luckiest playthrough as far as chest keys go. I think the max I ever had before this playthrough was like 9 at a time. Somehow I have, what, 17 now? Or 16? It's a hell of a lot more than 9. Almost double. Yes, I got a degree in math. I know this. I know, it's hard to believe. Ooh, another rare treasure chest. You bet your butt I'm going to get that thing. Why do they never turn around in a timely fashion? I should start like a counter in the top right. It's just how many times this happens. It's a little late in the Let's Play to do that, though. Thankfully, otherwise that'd been a lot of work. That is really not worth the risk investment. Well, I mean, that's great, but I'd really rather another Persona I'd leveled up, one that could actually learn something. But I guess Nico is kind of what I needed there. I really need a lightning Persona that has Zyodyne. That'd be really great. Ooh, Eye of Ice. Wait a minute, Eye of Ice. I remember I only ever get like 1 Eye of anything in any given run, and usually I use it. What is an Eye of Ice? Oh, I love that. I'm in love with that thing. We're putting that on Yukiko. Unless, what does she have on now? Not that. What does she have on now? Let's see. Blessed Hands. Blessed Hands are going to go out of style as soon as she gets Meteor on. And I already have Meteor on a lot of my Personas, so I'm putting on Eye of Ice. That way, if I do forget to go, and I go, whoops, and don't guard with her, at least there's an even better chance that we won't get screwed. And it's always worth mitigating that chance. At least for me, I believe in human error. You try to minimize it, but it's gonna show up somewhere.